Hey y'all, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday night, folks. Happy Monday night. And as promised, I am on with a project reveal. Now make yourself a hot cup of cocoa or a cup of coffee or a tea because your girl's got a big old project to share with you and I'm super excited. I'm also really proud, before I start, to share with you that I have not bought anything but glue. I have not bought anything but glue, folks. I know Sabrina was really gracious and was like, girl, you're in a rough spot and we totally will understand and you'll just be really cautious. But I'm telling you, I have somehow managed without buying anything but glue for everything I'm going to show you. And the reason that I needed to buy glue is I wasn't sure how long I'd be here. So I'd buy a little bit, run out, buy a little bit and run out. But in terms of everything else, I just stuck with what I had, folks. Now, I'm about to share with you my Secret Santa, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I cannot believe I did this without a die cutter. I did this without my supplies. I did this without a ruler, without a paper trimmer. I did it with wonky scissors. Okay, a couple of the projects I'm like, but I managed to do this by deconstructing things from the dollar store and using just the paper I had. I'm amazed. But anyway, I'm thrilled to share it with you. I'll tell you that I opted to feature the Pebbles Merry Christmas collection. One, because I hauled it in the summer, as you all know. I hauled a pack of ephemera and a 6x6 paper pad and a couple of sheets of the cut-aparts. That is all I hauled from it. And I managed to actually make the Secret Santa using just that and supporting that with that vintage Michaels Hot Buy pad. So I'm excited to share it with you because I'm amazed how far this went. If y'all are only looking to get one collection, like to keep costs down, I'm telling you, when you see what I was able to do with this collection with just a 6x6 and cut apart a couple of sheets of cut aparts and supplementing it with the Hot Buy pad, I think you're going to see that this collection goes a long way. It's really cute. It goes with a lot of things from the dollar store. And without further ado, a couple of these you've seen, so I'm going to whisk through them, and some of them you have not. So I'm going to tell you also the other advantage I had, is that I knew the person really well. I happened to get a person that I knew. She is a longtime subscriber. She is somebody that I've exchanged a lot of things with. It was really quite good fortune because I know her making style really well. So I did my best to adhere to her style for this, as opposed to Alicia's really hop-lop chunky. And you'll see sometimes, folks, I went Alicia and not so clean and simple. But that's okay. I know she likes this collection a lot. I know this is her aesthetic, and that's what makes me happy. Mixed in, of course, with a little Alicia's Crafty Hop-Lop. So the other thing I'm going to tell you is that I was really careful while doing this because this person also is in need of a lot of supplies. So I kept that in mind, both when I was wrapping, so I'll show you what I mean shortly, but also when I was making for her Secret Santa. So that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to give too much away because she might guess, and she watches on here every day, so I have to make sure she doesn't guess. So here we go. Let's start with these. Folks, these are treat bags. And I'll tell you, I got them at the dollar store. Couldn't believe it. They came like this, just plain old white little sacks. And how many did I get in here? I got 20. 20 for $1, okay? For those of you looking to do like a really nice simple project for a swap or just to give somebody, I'll show you what they look like. Now, I didn't over adorn them because this is just an example. These are hers all packaged up and ready to go. You can see I put in snowflake confetti, again, thinking that she could use that in her project so she could save it and use it either for packaging or for shaker mixes. And then I put some of these styrofoam balls. They came on a garland. I just cut them off and used them for packaging. Okay, so this is her set that I made for her. And basically, I have so many things on this table. Basically what I did was I cut apart the center like this that says Season's Greetings. I added a few little adornments like this little paper poinsettia that I got at the dollar store. I backed it on this glittery green paper. Believe it or not, I found small pads. I've already put them away, but I found these small pads. They're smaller than 6x6s at the dollar store. And that's what I was able to do. So I just made her a bunch of these. On half of hers, they're a bit more adorned, and the other half are plain and simple. And the reason I did that is, again, she just doesn't have access. She happens to live in an area where there aren't stores or things like a Tuesday morning. So I know that she's in need of supplies like this, so I kept it as clean and simple. One, because it's her style, and two, because I figured she might want to dress them up in her own way, and that way she could reuse these for projects. So one of the first things I made her was a set of these. There's 6 in here. So that was one thing I made for her. Then the next thing I made for her was one of my travel kits. So you know that basically what this is it's a box of, I've shown it to you before, it's got a mini stapler, mini tape, paper clips, staple remover, really cute, that comes in a little plastic box, like an embellishment box, but it's filled with crafting supplies, and I got it at Michael's. And so what I did was, this is a bit more crafty hoplop, but basically I laid down a piece of the ephemera, I dressed it up with distressed snow angels, I added all these like ornaments, it's covered in snow confetti so you can't see it too well, and I attached one of these poinsettias and I put a gemmy in the top, and basically, and I just built this quick bag topper with a bit of the ephemera, added some gemmies, added some stickles, put some gemmies, and I cut apart a poinsettia from a wreath and packaged that up. So that was another thing I made for her, an altered craft box. Y'all saw this amazing yogurt lid shaker. Yes, you did. In my altered projects this week for Sabrina. Sorry, Sabrina. This girl has been making for Sabrina's No Spend, No Buy November. And so I knew I was making this for this particular person. And you can see that it's an altered yogurt container with the ephemera, some 3D shaker stickers, filled it with the tubular confetti, just dropped it in one of these self-sealing bags and added another one of those deconstructor poinsettias. So that's project 3. Y'all know I've been doing these altered notebooks, these little altered composition books. I'm not too happy with the way that this one turned out, and I have to apologize to this person. I was having some difficulty with this one, just basically because I only have wonky scissors and it's a little uneven on one part and I was not happy. But I wanted to include it because I built in some special things for this person that she'll have to unwrap and see for herself. For the bag topper, again, I just used a piece of that vintage pad, put a piece of the ribbon that said, "The elves made me do it," another one of those poinsettias, and a piece of the ephemera, merry and bright. And that is the little composition book. The next project I'm really proud of, don't laugh, I built this little purse without a tutorial or without anybody, and it's basically to hold tea bags. It's a tea bag holder, and I don't know how I came up with this, but I like these little purses, and I didn't need to close it. They just stuff right in. It's amazing, and I just built it, and I actually think it looks really cute. So those are to hold her little tea ornaments. It's a little purse, and I just thought that was super sweet. And then, moving right along, y'all know I built this box, or I altered this box. I did not build it. I am not Jelly Bean. I did not build this. And, you know, I showed you that in the altered project this week, and that was for the same person. And inside, I haven't put the note yet. Inside, you can see it's all filled with snow and confetti. Inside, folks, are 6 miniature gift enclosure cards that I also built using the Pebbles collection for my Secret Santa. Oh yes, it's in there. And so there's 6 of those. They're layered up 3 times. And also there's a little goodie in there with some sequins and gemmies and all that sort of razzle dazzle. So that's the altered box for the Secret Santa. Now, this is my next thing. Y'all know I love to make these, and this one I really love. So I'm excited to share this with you. I love to make these gift tag flips, and this time I was not chintzy, folks. So be patient with me because I'm super excited about this. It has charms. It has mini tags. So the first one has a little wine charm that I got at the dollar store here. I couldn't believe I found them. I never find them at home. And it's a little candy with some beads. And then underneath that is just a tag from the collection that I cut apart that says no peeking, but of course I want her to peek. The next one is a tag I built, and that's using pieces of the collection. I propped it up on foam dots to give it dimension. On this one I didn't add any stickles or gemmies because I just loved it so much, and this is very much this person's aesthetic. All of the flip book is double-sided this time. I measured everything out to make sure I had enough paper. Really love, and I attached a little gold star on top. Really love that one. The next one has a little wreath charm hanging from it and another little tag that says fa la la. And this one just says happy holidays. And that's just a cut apart from the collection. Then underneath that one, sorry, it's so thick because it's such a big flip. This one is actually bigger than I usually make. And I want to be careful not to tear this because that will be bad if I do. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Sorry. The one problem with the Pebbles collection is that they give you these little tags and the holes are not quite big enough and they can tear easily. So I'm just warning you about that. Okay, so that says Happy Holidays. And it's just like a regular tag. And then I attached another one of those little flags that says Merry Merry. And then in here are some of the blue and teal and distressed and some undistressed Christmas trees. And on here I just put the paper collection, it says Merry Christmas with a piece of the ephemera, added a little paper flower and some sprigs. And then when you go forward, you have the little house and it says Winter Wonderland. And why is this sticking so much, guys? This is making me nervous. Oh, you know why? I have it upside down. This one is so thick, so I have to be really careful. It can't really go over. There we go. All right, and this one is a bit more ornate. This is a little crafty hoplock. This is a piece of chipboard. I did not like that it came with black pipe cleaner arms. I wanted them to be pink or blue, but I couldn't find pink or blue pipe cleaners, and then it was No Spend November. So I did attach this amazing sequined shaker fabric trim that I got in the Holy Land. Put that behind to give it a shaker effect, and then it says Christmas wishes, attach the chipboard and a little pom-pom to the hat. And then the next page says ho ho ho. And then in this one there's a little charm. What's on that little charm? Oh, look at it. It's cute. It's a little stocking. And this one says, are you Yeti for Christmas? And I built this, obviously, it's one of my sparkly rosettes and the stars attached to some of the paper. And these are sparkly reindeer clips. I love them. And then you get to the next one, which has a Christmas tree. And it just says, 'tis the season. And it's a little tag. And then you go to the tag I built. This one I like. It's more dimensional, more 3D, propped up on foam dots, as you can see, with 25 and the little sparkle here in the flower. And this is layered up, and it says ho ho ho. I like that one a lot. And then you go to Happy Holidays with the little reindeer. And then this one says, oh, Santa. And it's got a little rosette with a poinsettia and a flag and some jemmies and some snowflakes. And then we get to 'tis the season to be jolly on the pink mini tag. And this is a very dimensional chunky. Look at this, guys. Oh, yes. And I made the wings by cutting apart a poinsettia to make them gold and in flight. And this is actually a Christmas ornament that I attached. And I propped this up a la Lily and Ara the Paper Treasury, like 3D chunky. This is really dimensional person. This says believe with a little yarn hanging down. I love this one. It's my favorite one in the whole thing. And then the last one says joy to the world. And it has You Are My Christmas Angel, the mini cut apart with all the sequins, all the different sequins like this one has. I'm not sure. This is snowflakes, this is bells, this is trees. Oh, and this is angels. So that is the gift flip, folks. And now I got to put it all back together properly. There we go. That is the gift flip. And of course I added trim and charms on the top. I used the Elvis Made Me Do It, the pom-pom wintry lovely eyelash that I got in the Holy Land, some pink trim. Basically all the colors of the collection are in here. And that is the Pebbles Merry Christmas tag and gift flip. So that's part of the Secret Santa. Now I'm going to tell you, let me take you through a couple of the other things that I made to go as part of this whole packaging on her presents. So I did alter this ornament for her, and I just kept it really nice and simple to decorate the package. It was just a white Michael's ornament that I added the collection, my favorite paper from the collection. I did want to distress a bit more of the edges, but I don't have distressing tools here. I did the best I could, and then I put in a pink flower that I glittered the heck out of, now that you can see on my camera. Oh, there you go. And I attached a gemmy in the center, so that's an altered ornament for her, and that's attached to a gift. And then on this one, I just changed up the snowman as it was. It was a snowman ornament. I did a little floral thing, changed all the buttons, added a poinsettia on the gift. And then on this one, I included, like, I made all these tulle bows and I was just going to package them up for her. But then I thought, well, I can use them as the packaging and then she can take them off and use them. So I attached also this amazing holographic sparkly snowflake so that she can use that on one of the presents. And then on this one, I made sure to include a lot of this so that when she unwraps it, she can reuse it. So basically all my gifts that I wrapped, and there's a ton, I'm not showing you all of them, I tried to wrap in such a way that she ended up with like 6 tulle bows, a bunch of this trim. So even the wrapping was part really of the gifting so that she'd have all these afterwards. I'm not going to show you all the gifts, but I am now going to tell you that what was really funny is that the person I got was on my nice list, folks. Oh yes, there's actually a tag. Do you see it? On the nice list. And most people, although Tree got hers before I had these, will get a tag that will have a note for me on the back for why they made the nice list. So my Secret Santa was also on my nice list. So I wanted those things to be separate from her Secret Santa, but I wanted to put them in the same box. So here's what I did. I wrapped her on the nice list gifts in the truck paper and attached her on the nice list tag to it. And yes, look, I got a giant truck with a Merry Christmas, so I know she's going to use that for projects. So this is her on the nice list present. So is this. So she'll clearly know that that's because she also is on the nice list. And I'm not showing you all of the things that are going into this box, but I'm also decorating the box, and I'm super excited about this. And I did all of that, folks, without having a paper cutter, without having a die cutter, without having scissors. I didn't have a bone folder. I didn't have nothing, folks. And I was able to do this using a 6x6, I think 3 sheets of cut-aparts, and some stuff I got at the dollar store. So for those of you who don't have a die cutter or who have limited dies or don't have a ton of supplies, I promise you, I did this whole, and it's a big Secret Santa. I did it all without those. And I think that's really inspiring. And I really love some of the projects. Like, for instance, I really love this shaker. That was from the yogurt container. I really love this one. And I also, even though it's not my style, I like this box. So, and I think these make great presents to people because it's the holidays and who doesn't need a gift bag? And even with the absence of supplies, folks, look at this flip I made. So it's possible to do this without a die cutter and still make it look really dimensional and fun. Okay, it may not be chunky dunky, but it's still really cute. So I would also say what I learned is that, like, I managed to do all of this for a lot less money than I normally make craft projects. And that was inspiring too. Yes, I had to do a lot more altering. Yes, I had to take apart a lot more flowers. I mean, clearly I've been taking stuff apart, right? But I think it was worth it, and I think it looks super cute. Super cute. So it's possible to not only do this with limited supplies and almost no tools, but it's also possible to do this on a budget. And I think that's amazing. Because, you know, Christmas shouldn't be how much we spend, but should be about the amount of effort and about the thought that we put into the gifts. And I feel like this returned me to that idea. It truly did. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed seeing this as much as I enjoyed sharing it. I also have a bunch of other nice list projects to share with you, but I might not get to them tonight because your girl has to clean up her messy mess and spend a little time with the husband. I hope whatever you do today, that it gifted you some joy. This was it took me all day to wrap. I am the slowest packager. Do you see this? Like, the slowest. Like, I'm sure that other people could have had this done in like 2 hours. Not your girl. Oh no, this took me all day. I am the slowest packager. But I think it's because I think about, like, oh, I should put in a ton of these snowflakes because she can use those in a shaker mix or things like that. But I'm so slow. I'm so slow. You know, one more last thought. I never thought I would put blue and red together like this kind of blue and red. But because of this collection does it all the time, I did. And it made me dislike the red a whole lot less. Just saying, for those of you that don't like red the way I don't love red, I like red with pink, and I don't mind it with this blue. Who knew? Wouldn't have known if I hadn't done this. Wouldn't have known. So I hope you all like it. This is the Pebbles Merry Christmas collection. I know Lily's making a ton of projects with it, and I understand why. It is so easy to coordinate, so much fun to make with. If you're looking for a really versatile collection that's going to go a long way, I'm telling you folks, this went a very long way. A very long way. And it's really cute. It's really cute. Look how cute. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I hope you have an amazing evening. Bye for now.